I hate cooking. I hate cooking. I cooked for my family, of course, because I had to, and I cooked for myself a little bit, but not that much. I hate cooking. I grew up in the era when women were powerless, shuffled to the kitchen, and men sat in the living room having good conversation while the women cooked and did all the cleanup. And I'm like, fuck that. Sorry, those of you who are offended by my cursey words, sorry, but that's what I decided as a child. So my parents would entertain, and we would have guests over, and my mom and my grandma or whatever, whoever, they would be in the kitchen cooking while the men were in the living room having interesting conversation. And I would love to sit with the adults. I was probably 4, 5, 6, whatever. This was in Germany, so this is before the age of 9. And I would sit on my dad's lap and I would listen to the adults talk. And I'm like, this is so much better. And then sometimes I would wander into the kitchen and the women were working hard and sweating and working hard and cooking. And then we would all sit down to a meal at the table, which was very nice. And I remember that after dinner, all the women would do the cleanup while the men would sit back down and talk. I'm like, I'd like to be with the men here. I do not want to be stuck in the kitchen. It didn't seem fun, empowering, or interesting at all. When I got married, it was the same thing. So my ex-husband's family, the same thing. Whenever we had family get-togethers, and he has a bigger family than I even have, the women would all cook while the men sat and talked, and the women would do all the cleanup. Like the women were freaking maids. My grandfather growing up had a live-in housekeeper for all of his life, and they had some nannies when the kids were little. I mean, they were not wealthy, but they were middle class, okay? Or maybe a little upper middle class, but it was the domestic help that did the cooking and the domestic help that did the cleaning. So cooking, cleaning was done by powerless people who had no money and domestic help. It was basically indentured servitude. And I didn't see any fun in it. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't even like to cook. I don't want to do it. In my 40s, I started seeing all these shows on TV like Hell's Kitchen and stuff. And my ex-husband used to love watching Hell's Kitchen. The kids liked it. And the boys were very interested in cooking. And I started noticing that so many men are interested in cooking. Even now, so many men love to cook. If we look at the world's great chefs, I think most of them are men. When I go out to eat and they have the name of the chef on the menu, it's always a man. So cooking, which was once women's work, has now been relegated to the plate of men. So many men love to cook. I need a man who loves to cook. I will do the shopping. I will do the cleanup. I will do his laundry. I will do his ironing. He can do the cooking. I hate to cook. After I got divorced, I'm so done with cooking. I just started going out to eat, but that got boring. So I enjoy eating at home now. I have my flowers, I have my candles, I have my dinners, I have my good food that I like. And I still don't like cooking. And I just think it comes down to remembering, my childhood in which cooking was something that the powerless women did that were relegated to the kitchen. And while the powerful men were waited on. I don't know. And also when I get hungry, I'm like, I want to eat. I do not have the patience for cooking. So I make very simple things. Yes. So, and I used to have a saying, a man who wants a woman in the kitchen just doesn't know what to do with her in the bedroom. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But any guys who love cooking, I will do the shopping. I love doing that. I love cleaning. I love making a home pretty, but cooking, no. Not happening here. I need one of these guys that loves to cook, and so many do. They are just fabulous in the kitchen. It's like a thing. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching my video.